How long does it take someone to change? Yeah, it's a really good question, I think. And today's Holy Thursday. Happy Holy Thursday. And tonight we see a lot of changing going on. We see that the disciples vow to stay awake and they fall asleep. The disciples say that they will go and die with Jesus and they all run away. Simon Peter always gets the short end of the stick, right? He denies Jesus 3 times, but we also see that he's the only one who follows Jesus all the way to the high priest's courtyard. A very true act of bravery that many falls on his face anyway. Um, and so a lot of changing goes on from these men of bravery to these men of cowardice. And then it takes them time to come back again and change one more time when the risen Jesus meets them and meets them where they are. So we remember all of that tonight, and we remember the institution of the priesthood tonight as well. For all our brother priests that are out there, we thank you for your service, and we hope that tonight you can take a special moment to remember what a gift you are to the church. Speaking of gifts to the church, Ms. Amy Vukelic is the person who coordinates the Catholic Charities Volunteer Service Corps here in Buffalo, and she's become a great friend. And throughout the year, she sees great changes in the people who come to serve, to give a year of their lives in service here in Buffalo. And Amy's someone who I think calls a lot of people just to look at things a little bit differently sometimes. Just make a small little change. Just look at things just slightly different from where you were before, and most importantly, to stay open. To stay open to, to thinking that maybe you don't have it all figured out. To think a little bit more about how you can be the change that the world really needs. And so I thought that this video series, which is 30 Days, it's a Morgan Spurlock video series. He's the person who did Super Size Me. He did a TV series called 30 Days where he would go and experience something different for 30 days. So he lived in prison for 30 days was one of the examples. He had someone come in and who was actually someone who was really against immigration, and he had him go and live with a family who was thinking about immigrating to the United States. So all of those kinds of things he did for 30 straight days, and he said, it's about 30 days that would really take someone to change. Amy will tell you that it takes an instant for someone to be able to change, that all you have to want to do to change is actually want to do it. And so she's allowed me to change certain things in my life and certain behaviors, and more importantly, she's helped me stay open, which I think is a real key to the spiritual life, is being open to change, being open to new possibilities, being open to seeing things a little bit differently. And so I thought Holy Thursday was an appropriate day to give this to her, because we are called to stay open to the possibility that all is not lost, that although Jesus is bound and taken away from his disciples and everybody runs away, the story sounds quite hopeless, but yet we as people of faith are also called to remember that Jesus gives us his body and blood, and that Jesus is still with us, even though things might look hopeless tonight. That if we look at things with the eyes of faith, we're able to see something a little more deeply than in a tragic story. So, Amy, I hope you enjoyed this. I think that you will. And thank you for opening your home to us and opening your life to us. And thank you for all that you've been to the volunteers and to all of us who support the volunteers. It's been a blessing to know you and your husband Paul and your family. So this is day 46 of the Lenten 30-day giveaway. There's only 4 days left. 4. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been fun.